Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is not the kind of videos that I typically do because I like to do vlogs, but I asked you guys a few videos ago, I don't remember what vlog it was, but what other kind of videos you guys want to see, because I will be traveling a lot next month, so you'll see a lot of traveling vlogs, and a lot of the answers said a get ready with me and a makeup routine, so I'm gonna show you guys that today. If you guys hear Darian in the other room, he's on a Zoom meeting, so ignore that there's men talking. Also, this is technically like a get ready with me like morning routine situation, but the sun is actually going down. So if the lighting gets weird, I do apologize for that. But I couldn't do that this morning because I didn't want to put makeup on. So I just got finished working out. I took a shower, so I already have washed my face. And all I've done is put on this facial moisturizing lotion. It's also a sunscreen, so it doubles, which I love. It's pretty lightweight. I don't usually mix this with makeup, but since I haven't put my SPF on for the day, I thought I should do that. It's very sunny out today. All I've done so far is that. Sorry, I'm like trying to push my face into the light so that you can see better. A little beauty secret, I guess you guys can call it, is before I do anything with my face, so like my foundation or concealer or anything like that, I put on this pomegranate moisturizing lip balm. It's Burt's Bees, and it just makes sure that, well, one, my lips are crusty right now, which is not okay. It also just makes sure that you're not getting any foundation on your lips, so you don't have to wipe it off later. I just like to do that first. Another little secret that I do is, honestly right now my skin is not breaking out too bad, so I probably won't do this today, but sometimes I will go in with a lighter foundation and put it on the spots where I feel like my foundation may not cover, if I'm trying to do like an everyday look, which is what this video is, which is not actually my everyday considering I don't wear makeup every day. I very rarely wear makeup, but I'll do it for the sake of this video, even though there's not really too much on my face right now. So I actually go in with this MISSHA, don't know, it is a Korean brand. I use the shade Line Friends. I will have all the products that I use in my description if you guys wanted to try them out. I actually found this on TikTok, of course. It just covers really well, and I thought that I would try it out, and I love it. It's pretty heavy. So like I said, I just usually use it before I use my actual foundation, and I'll just kind of take it to where I have like scarring or pigmentation, and I just kind of blot it in pretty lightly. A little goes a long way with this stuff, so you don't have to put too much on. It looks normal once you actually put your foundation on. I do have a full coverage foundation that I use for every day, but it's pretty light. Like I would have to double it up in order for it to get my pigmentation. So I don't like doubling this foundation just because it can get a little cakey if you're not careful, but it is my go-to. I've tried so many different foundations and I keep coming back to this one. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This has SPF 15. I do have a little bit of a tan right now, but this is my winter shade. It's light, medium, neutral. I just put little dots all over my face. It's just easier to blend that way. And for my everyday look, I do try to like make it almost like a not makeup look. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a ton of foundation for my everyday look. Again, if you wanted to make this a little fancier, you can always do more, but I just use a little. And I go in with my blender, and I don't put a lot of water on it because it will get a little bit splotchy with this if I do that. So I really just put it on my eye like very lightly at the end after it's all blended. Here's what it looks like after. It looks a little crazy in the sun, so ignore that. Now is when I go in with my concealer. I use the Creaseless concealer by Tarte, and the shade that I'm using is light beige. I go in on my chin, just a little dab, my nose, a little bit on my upper lip, and then my forehead, I just kind of do like a little weird, whatever that shape is what I do on my forehead. I avoid my under eyes until the end, and I'll tell you why after I blend this. I just take the opposite side of what I use for the foundation and kind of just blend in the order that I put it on. Now, if I was going on like a very fancy date night or I had an event, I would typically use this time to bake. But like I said, this is my everyday look, so I'm not gonna bake for that purpose. Now I am gonna go in with my NARS, I think it's like a matte concealer. Honestly, don't know the name of it, but I can find it for you guys, and I'm using the shade Light 2. It's called Vanilla. So the reason why I don't put the creaseless concealer under my eye first is it looks a little bit dry. For the life of me, I cannot get my under eyes to not crease. So I figured out that this is like the one thing that works. I take this little brush and I just dab it like that under my eye very lightly. I don't blend it at all with this brush. It's just what I use to get it under my eye. So just take it like that and dab it very lightly. And this is when I will go in with my fingers. This may stress some of you out, so if that does, you can just use this brush. But if I don't dab it with my fingers is when it looks pretty dry and creasy. So I will just go in and dab it pretty lightly with my fingers until it looks blended. Just like that. And then that is when I go in with my creaseless concealer, put a little bit on my finger, just tap them together. And that's when I'll go in and do that as well. That's it for my under eyes. Now I go in with my blush, and I use the Romantic Rose Powder Blush from Milani. It's a little bit darker, so if you are tan, you can use this, but if you are pale, I would not suggest. It's very pigmented. I would get a lighter shade of this. And I just kind of tap it into my skin. Sometimes I'll do a little rub like that. I've been a big blush girl recently, and I kind of overdo it on the blush some days, but I kind of like the way it looks. Like, it kind of gives you that like sun-kissed look, which I love. And I kind of take it up here too, where I'll just kind of do that. I'll dab some on my nose if I'm feeling crazy. It looks a little much right now, but once I do the rest of my face, it will look normal. And then I use the Too Faced Chocolate Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, and just put it everywhere that you would put bronzer. When I put it on my jawbone, or whatever you would call that, my cheeks, I put the brush kind of at more of an angle and tap it on, and then I'll give it more of like a cut look, and then I blend it out. I know you've been in need of inspiration, but know your time, trying to control. A lot of people like to put it on their jawline right here. I don't necessarily love to do that. I feel like it makes me look discolored. So I just keep it on the main part of my face. Now for my eyes, I use different eyeshadow every single time that I do my makeup, but this is the one I use the most. It's the KKW Matte Cocoa eyeshadow. It's just very neutral shades. So I start with these two lighter ones. I just kind of mix them together and dab them on my eye. I do this so that the other part of the eyeshadow will show up better. And I'm not doing too much of a dramatic look. I just want to kind of make it look like I have something there. And I kind of bring it up to my eyebrow bone as well. And then I'm gonna go in with this brown color and kind of blend it into my crease. I'll take a lighter brown and kind of go over it messily. Is messily a word? Then I'll take one more dark brown color, dab it like once or twice, and then lift my eyebrows and get it right there. I'm gonna add a little bit of like a shimmer because I feel like that was pretty boring. And then I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and take that brown and blend it in as well. But I'm gonna pull that more towards the inner eye. I love using my bronzer as eyeshadow because it looks so natural and blends with the rest of your face since it has bronzer on it. And it just makes it look so natural, and I really like the look of it. I just keep on blending until I like the look, honestly. It's like different every time. Now, I use eyeshadow as my eyeliner. It's just way easier to apply. For me, it looks more natural. I don't really like the cut eyeliner look. So I take an angled brush like this and wet it, get the excess water off like that. Go in with the brown that I want. Again, don't love black eyeshadow, so I'll go in with a brown. Just looks a little better, and it really puts together my look. And I'm just gonna take it and move it up and put it super close to my eyelash line. Wetting the brush makes it the crease a little bit thinner, which I like. Also gives you that pigmentation from the eyeshadow. I don't know why I'm talking like I know a lot about makeup, because I really don't. But listen, you guys wanted this video, so I'm coming through. Definitely don't trust everything I say, because I'm definitely not a makeup expert. I just got my eyebrows laminated, which I am obsessed with and highly recommend. So I really don't have to do anything with them. If I feel like it, I'll fill them in. I haven't filled them in since I've gotten them done, but I just kind of brushed them up. Before I would use a wax to kind of get the laminated effect. And now I will do my mascara. I use the Liquid Lash Extension Thrive Mascara. Other mascaras, when you take them off, will like smudge all in your eye. This comes off with water and it's the best thing. And I will never use another mascara. So highly recommend this. I curl my lashes like normal. And another little trick is sometimes if I just don't want my eyelashes to be too thick and I just want to have a natural little push, I will add a drop or two of water to the bottle, and it will thin the mascara out a little bit and make it look very natural. You see how they're just very thin, not too thick, but still you can tell there's mascara on them. Sometimes I don't put water in it so that it will give me more of a thick lash look, but for this everyday look, again, I'm just gonna go for a more natural. Then I'm going in with a setting spray. I use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. If there's any part of my makeup that looks a little dry, this makes it not look dry. So I recommend this as well. I am going to finish my hair and get dressed, and then I'll see you guys in a few. Well, I tried doing my hair. It would not cooperate, so I just had to put it in a little pony, so it's nothing special, but I am officially ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Let me know if you learned anything new, if you're gonna try anything that I did, and I will do more videos like this if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys very soon with a Cali vlog. Love you guys.
Days are long. Your car won't start. It's hard to fix with the broken heart.